I want to talk to you today about a little thing we call life. We're in this generation now. We've been in the generation for a long time with that feel good, do it attitude. So many people are addicted to something. People come in and out of your life for a reason, and they affect your lives in different ways. Sometimes they come in and they pass real quick, and it was, you made a connection with somebody, and they come into your life and they're gone out of your life within a couple months. Sometimes they're only there for a day. But people come in and out of our lives regardless for a reason. Sometimes they come for a lifetime, sometimes only for a short season. Really a shame when somebody does come into your life and you lose them to something like cancer. And especially lung cancer, and it could have been avoided. And not only lost my dad today, and he's been fighting with cancer for about the last 5 years. This is the third bout with it. But not only did we lose our dad today, I just recently found out another friend of mine is also battling cancer, and the outcome doesn't look good for her. But there is another way to look at that too, because I believe we're here on this planet to experience things and grow and learn and evolve and become smarter. And when we pass on from this planet, we go to a higher place. I firmly believe in the higher power, and I know that I have a higher, better place to go to when I leave this planet. It's sad to miss somebody when they're gone, but I know they're going to a better place, and they've gone to a better place, and I'll see them when I get there. And I'm happy for them. We run around worried about this, that, and the other. What's going on today? So many different things are on our mind every day that we just rush through life and forget to stop and smell the roses and appreciate the people that are around us, and the ones that love us and the ones that we love. Because when it's all over and said and done with, nobody cares about all that little stuff that bothered us every day. You couldn't make the car payment this month, or how are we going to pay the mortgage? What are we going to eat for dinner? Bobby skinned his knee. All that little stuff. It's just, once you're dead and gone, none of it matters. And 100 years from now, nobody is going to care. What preempted this video is 12 years ago I lost my grandmother to a lung problem, and she never smoked a day in her life. But she did work for a lot of years as a barmaid and in restaurants. And back then, everybody smoked. So she died of lung complications. And about 7 years ago I lost my Uncle Paul. He was the closest thing I had to a dad growing up. He died from lung cancer. And he smoked 3 packs of Pall Malls a day, non-filtered Pall Mall. And even after he was dying from cancer, he's laying in his deathbed, he's still smoking right up to the day he died. My mom suffered illness just recently. She's 68. She smoked all her life. She had complications with her lungs and pneumonia and bronchitis from the smoking. And they sent her home, and she's been on oxygen. And she takes her oxygen off long enough to have a cigarette. It's just, what kind of an addiction does that to you? I mean, there's no other addiction in the world I can think of that would actually, once you get that sick, where you need oxygen to breathe, that you're still going to play with that addiction. And my dad's 68 years old. He would have been 69 on the 18th of next month. He passed away this morning at 11 o'clock from lung cancer. Smoked all his life. I still smoke. I'm 45. I can't breathe. I have a hard time breathing. I wheeze at night. I have to not have a cigarette for 2 to 3 hours before I can stop wheezing. When it's hot outside, it makes me sick to smoke. I get sick to my stomach. I get weak and dizzy and jittery when I smoke in the heat. But I still do it. When's enough enough? So if you've never smoked, don't do it, man. It's a terrible, terrible habit. It's nasty, it stinks, it's dirty, it stains your teeth, it stains your lungs. And I'll show you a picture of a smoker's lung and a clean lung. And my brother can testify to that because he's the county coroner in my hometown. And he can show you some pictures. I won't show them to you because they're pretty gross, but I'll show you this one. But when my brother's autopsying somebody, he can tell whether they smoked or not right off. I mean, there's no guesswork involved. What can I say? I don't have a solution. All I can say is if you've ever thought about quitting, if you smoke now, if you've ever thought about quitting, man, do what you can. Find the resources, find the help. You know, I've tried a lot of different stop smoking techniques and none of them work. The only thing, and I have quit a couple times and then started back up, which is the craziest thing. The longest I ever quit was 3 months, and I felt good. And just when I started feeling really good is when I started smoking again. You know, just take a hit here once in a while and boom, right back hooked in it after a week. I don't know what it's going to take to quit. I've watched how many family members die already from smoking directly. That's not enough. I don't know what it's going to take. It's just that kind of habit. It's stupid. The only thing that's going to help you quit, if you've ever thought about quitting, don't quit quitting. You know, the only way that I've ever quit, and the only thing that's going to help you to finally make the decision to put them down, is that willpower and making that choice that I just flat out don't want to smoke anymore. And then keep telling yourself every day that you're a non-smoker. And when you get those cravings, just tell yourself that that's the healing craving, it's not your body punishing you because it wants a cigarette. It's your body healing itself from not having a cigarette. And just keep telling yourself that you're a non-smoker. And the more you fight the craving, the faster they go away and the less they come. Once people start passing away so much younger than they should have, and it's all because of smoking. And even that's not enough for me to finally put them down. I don't know what it's going to take. But I do know that it takes a lot of willpower, and it takes a decision in your mind to put them down and get frustrated, get mad at it, and tell it you're done. And that makes it a lot easier. Don't have that first one in the morning. The very first one, you wake up in the morning, just think you've already had 7 hours with no cigarettes. And your body's that far ahead of itself already healing. Because after 20 minutes not having a cigarette, it starts to heal. And that's why you get that craving back, because you feel the healing coming in your body. But if you don't have that first one in the day, and every time you fight it, just fight the craving, and it'll get easier and easier. I know I have quit before. So anyway, take it easy, everyone. Thanks for staying tuned.